make you happy, it don't make you different. I start to see that myself when I got a couple million. Roll through the mud, I can't lie, I seen too much real.
Hey, I'm the 2K MC, and if you haven't heard about the upcoming events in the neighborhood, well, this is your chance. This weekend, check out Court Conqueror. Win 4 games in a row in this 3-on-3 event for a chance to win some fun prizes. On Wednesday, earn double rep at Dunk Fest, where you'll be working with the community to reach the target number of dunks. To all my fellow rim rockers, I better see you out there. Next weekend, head to Basketball Gods. Keep playing until you lose, because your longest streak will be...
There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Miami Heat. Joining Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge,
Well, for so long, the Nets have been recovering from that terrible trade that cost them a ton of draft picks. Kenny, they're finally back to being a competitor.
Wow. I think that if you look at 2014, that trade shows it was terrible to mortgage your future. But they just turned things around, and they're collecting assets, and they've added these great stars to go with it.
and they've made it the right coach, right?
Yeah, no doubt. But I go back, I still can't figure out what made them think that was a good trade.
Well, most of those guys are not there to answer that question.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Jimmy Butler. Junior's out there with Burke. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Adebayo in at the center position. And for the Nets, we've got Irving. Jared Allen is out there with Caruth. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. Here's Butler. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just a great show of Butler's upper body strength right there as he plays through the contact.
Over to the wing. Dinwiddie wide open. No good with the triple. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, I saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
Outside Irving. Three-pointer, LeVert. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
And it's good for 2. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Junior. Coming off a solid outing against Charlotte to the middle.
The NBA is such an international phenomenon, tearing up this league. Are some young guns who started outside of the U.S.
Yeah, Giannis, Jokic, and Doncic, they come to mind. They're probably 3 of the top 10 players in basketball right now. It's not, I don't even say it anymore. I don't say international player. I just say he's a player. I never think about Giannis as an international player.
Our game's been global for so long now that's a great point, because we had Dirk, and we've had Nash, and we've had Hakeem. Some of our all-time greats weren't from America.
LeVert the pass to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. And the Nets miss again.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the pass to Karouche. To end the drought. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And Butler gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now, here is Irving. Burke covering. Pass to LeVert. Shoots the three. That one's not going to go. Now the Heat take it the other way. This game...
They're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Not too long ago, we saw a number of NBA players walk at joining the U.S. national team. Ken is someone who has played in the colors of red, white, and blue, represent this country. Why are players lining up to represent the U.S.?
Well, I think it's also a combination of the teams. The investment that they have in their personal players individually is a contractual standpoint. They're scared of the risk. So it's not just the player's decision. I'm sure that there are teams that are calling their players and saying, we'd rather you not play.
And we've seen big-time injuries.
And the other thing is, too, our guys now, back when we played, you only did international competition once. Right now, some of these guys have done it for 5, 6, 7 times, and you factor in their long runs in the postseason, and that's a lot of wear and tear on the body.
A lot of basket. Brooklyn shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First one falls for them.
Some guys just go along with the program. No questions asked. Other guys, like Kyrie, are deep thinkers who will question things they don't believe in.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Junior with it. He's got 5. Reverses. Dinwiddie with the steal. Here's Irving. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
I love how tough Irving is inside. For a guy who typically plays below the rim, he attacks these opportunities with ferocity.
Now, here's Junior. Defense right on him. The dish now to Burke. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's layup. And he drops it in from the low post. Junior's got 7 points in the game.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now, Dinwiddie. A 24-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Shot, high post. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Heat leading by 15. When you look around the league, a lot of great defenders. Kenny, in your view, what makes a great perimeter defender? Think about those names.
Wow, long arms, the ability to slide your feet, and play multiple positions.
So, PG, Kawhi, those are a couple guys, right?
Anthony Davis. Yeah, guys who are really going to be able to move around and feel comfortable being uncomfortable.
And I would say that I think PG is a terrific defender. He's an elite level defender, but the 2 best are Kawhi and AD because those are the guys that can comfortably guard 1 through 5. They can guard perimeter and paint. Consistent.
Great footwork for both.
Yes.
Pass to Junior. Stolen by Allen. Dinwiddie outside. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Dinwiddie. Allen's got his 2nd basket of the night.
You really got to hit Allen if you want to stop him just so long and strong from there.
Junior the pass to Adebayo. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Irving, the 3. Passes to LeVert. Lets the 3 fly. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. And Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Rodions Kurucs. The Heat also changing it up. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Aldridge. Tyler Hero comes in for Butler. And it's Seth Curry in for Burke. There's the pass to Lamb. Clock at 6. Outside Curry. Now here's Jordan. And here is Irving. From deep. And it's Junior with the rebound.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
You ask around, more and more team trainers focused on the importance of sleep for peak performance. Is that something that you ever paid attention to, Kenny, when you were playing?
Yes. I never played an NBA game, very few, without taking a nap. Game.
But how about like a night's sleep? Would you say I got to get 7 of them?
I would say my thing was I would set my timer for 12:30 a.m. to make sure that I'm in bed by 12:30. So that would be my alarm clock, not to wake up, but to go to bed by that time.
Greg?
Yeah, my nap was more important than my night of sleep. Because also back then we traveled, like after games, a lot of times you didn't get to the next city to 2, 3 in the morning, and you're still wired up. So like that nap, man, was vital.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the thing.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Holmes. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 16. Pass to LeVert. They get it again. Second chance effort. Good work defensively by Holmes.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. An easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Dinwiddie kicks to Jordan. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Shot clock at 6. 19 that time from Leonard.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got 8.
You can see the bench loves Kyrie's effort. He puts a lot of sweat into producing.
Kenny, you watched the NBA for so long. What are some things you find that make successful front offices in this league?
You can't be lazy. You got to get on the road.
Guys aren't lazy.
There's some guys there, I'm telling you. Can't be lazy. You got to be on that road. You have to understand. It's easy to see kids that do North Carolina, Kentucky. But have you gone to Europe yourself as a general manager? Have you gone in the mid-major level and been at games when there's only 1,500 in the stands, but there's Paul George playing? Like, have you found him? That's not lazy.
And the thing is, he's calling lazy. Honestly, it's being complacent. And the other thing you got to be, quite frankly, you got to get lucky. You know, you got to get a Kawhi, and you got to get a Giannis, or you got to get a superstar caliber player that allows you to build around. Otherwise, man, it's going to be a challenge.
Hero passes to Holmes. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Now, here's Dinwiddie. G right on him. Offensive rebound. LeVert with the wide-open look. Gets an open look and hits. He has 5.
Just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Pass to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
Junior kicks to Curry. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Curry's shot is good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pops it up for Jordan. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Can't afford to leave someone uncovered like that. Irving will taunt you for this mistake.
For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, they came into that game a little flat for whatever reason and just couldn't tap into the energy you need to compete.
Yeah, and that score got a little bit lopsided, so not the kind of effort that they want to repeat anytime soon.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And so it's Miami controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams.
As a team, as a roster, we've had a lot.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those. With a whole new group out there. The Heat have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Allen is out there with Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the Nets 5.
Interesting to see how LaMarcus Aldridge has embraced more and more of a leadership role with this team. He knows he has what it takes to guide this team to higher heights.
Here's Caruth, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
He's become a defensive anchor here for this team over the past couple seasons. Great timing on the block there.
Just a solid performance on the interior. Rebounding has been off the charts.
Adebayo with the bucket.
Kenny, you played alongside some incredible clutch performance. Who would you give the ball to now for a game-deciding 3?
Game-deciding 3. Steph Curry, number 1. Klay Thompson, number 2. Allen's retired, so I'll go with Trae Young.
What about Dame Lillard?
I'm sorry, Dame Lillard, number 3. And then Trae. Steph, Klay,
Lillard.
Game-winning 3, not off the dribble.
I'm going to throw a wild card out there. Why?
No.
Why? Hey. Kevin and I saw him hit one of the biggest threes.
Yeah, that's a wild card.
That's a wild card. I mean, hey, he hit a 3 to get to the finals.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
And he was injured that game.
Yeah. All the officials are all over that.
The Heat have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. LeVert's checked in for Brooklyn. Heat also with the sub. Seth Curry, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Pass to Irving. Over Curry. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's LeVert. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Burke kicks to Junior. Adebayo with the elbow. Floats it up for Butler. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And that's Jimmy Butler with a great finish there. Good hands to catch the pass and throw it through.
Nets trail by 21. Here's Irving. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Butler against LeVert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
They hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
You hear players talk about growing up the first time they ever dunked, a magical moment. Kenny, I'm sure you can think about that moment. What stands out for you more, the first time you dunked in a game or the first one overall when you were a kid growing up in New York?
I said there's 3 magical moments for me.
Besides this?
Yeah.
Besides sitting here courtside?
This is more than magic.
Make it 4. Make it 4.
This is more than magic. This is much more than magic. My first moment, first basketball game ever. I remember that vividly. I was in the 3rd grade. So I was 7 years old. First game ever. I remember putting on a uniform for the first time. I never had a uniform. So I remember that. First college game. Running out for North Carolina. And the last moment is, which no NBA team does, I cut the Nets down when we won the championship. So those are my 3 most memorable.
I do remember, and it's funny how much time I spent the first time I dunked.
You remember that? You know,
you know why? We were all pretty athletic back then. But like what I remember most about it though is, you know how many hours you would spend trying to get that first dunk, right? I mean, you would be in the gym literally.
I don't remember my first dunk.
And how old?
9th grade.
Great.
Having arm.
Perfect.
It's all in by the Heat.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Shots good from Butler.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now, here is Irving. Burke covering. LeVert from outside. It's all in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And there's the pass to layup. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And that's 23 points for Junior.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Back to Kurucs. .158 left to play in the first half. Yep, it counts. Kurucs just got 5 now.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defense.
Happy to be here. This is the best studio show up top, but we got the best down here by the bottom.
Are they paying you well? Are they paying you well?
Not as well as y'all are. I tell you, not as well as y'all are.
One shot.
And what an experience it was, Greg, to have Kenny joining us. You always know he's going to give you his honest opinion, which makes him so great.
Kevin, and throughout his playing days and now as a broadcaster, Kenny's never pulled any punches. He'll tell it to you like it is, and that's one reason he is so beloved.
Curry kicks to Junior. We've got 1:18 left now here in the second. And Junior throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Now, here is Irving. Defense is right there. Count that bucket.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Curry against LeVert. Curry passes to Lamb, and Junior throws it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Irving with the bounce pass. LeVert finds Irving. 27 seconds left here in the second, and that one drops for him.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Curry deciding where to go with it. 12 seconds left in the first half of the game.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Outside Irving. Shoots over Burke, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Irving's got 25 points.
Feels like Kyrie locked in right now. No let up in his offensive attack, and he's hot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the floor for Miami, Jimmy Butler is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Junior. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Burke in at the one spot. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Hornets, was outstanding. He finished up with 65 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on, and there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
A difficult situation to be sure for Brooklyn. To the paint, here's Allen, and Allen slams it in.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call, Brooklyn the foul. The Heat haven't made a mistake at the line yet, 10 of 10. He's good on the second. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Outside Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Allen passes to LeVert. Allen trying to break free. Some solid defense from Butler.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here's Irving. Burke covering. Releases. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And it's Butler missing.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Dinwiddie passes to Caruch. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Junior. Pass to Butler. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And that one's good, Junior.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Karouche. That's tipped.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
Right side, Irving. Behind the back and lays it in. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Now, here's Junior. He's covered closely. Aldridge. Good.
It's an underrated strength of LaMarcus Aldridge, able to power in the shot even when being fouled.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined, but and that one misses.
Tyler Hero's assimilation into the NBA was pretty smooth. He went from Kentucky in a system in which he got to run around off screens and shoot the ball to one that allowed him to do that in his rookie season. It's given him a lot of confidence. Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Now, here's Junior. Tight defense on him. Leonard trying to break free. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together. They brought the double team to force the ball out of his hands, but failed to rotate off the pass.
That free throw good from Leonard.
One of the better free throw shooting bigs in the NBA. The challenge for Leonard as he develops is to try to get to the line a few more times.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Chioza passes to Jordan. And the rejection by Holmes. Here's Hero. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Chioza passes to Karouche. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 in 5 here. And the first one at the line is good. A different look for Miami. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Leonard. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Tyler Hero. Here's Curry. He has 5. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter of the game. Lamb. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And that one, no good to start him off in the night. Curry passes to Lamb. And Junior throws it down.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Here's Chioza. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's Jordan to top the key. Passes it to Karouche. Fires the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Junior's got rebound number 8 now on the night. The pass to Holmes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And in the NBA, Rashawn Holmes had to wait for his opportunity, but He kept perspective, took nothing for granted, and just stayed positive and worked.
And sometimes as a player, GA, you gotta take these little indicators that people still believe in you. Phone calls and team's interest, that helps. He's become a dangerous finisher, a shot blocker, and has shown some flashes in that jump shot.
6 on the shot clock. Out left to the wing. Got a hand on it. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
35 seconds left to play here in the third. Trains it from beyond the arc. Miami with the ball. Burke with it. Pass to Lamb. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Here's Karuch. He has 7. Knocked loose and stolen by Junior. And Burke has it in the corner. And he's good on the 3 ball. Burke's got 7. Take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Jared Allen, and it's Prince in at the 3 spot. And stolen by Junior. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
That's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
And a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs. That always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to have any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because now I think they're on to something. We could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And here's Chioza. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. He dishes it to Prince beyond the arc. Rebound by Butler.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Passes it to McCloud. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Prince outside. Offensive rebound. Now the pass to Carpenter. Prince outside. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Well, if the defense is going to give that up, Taurean Prince is going to take full advantage of it.
Here's layup. The rebound by Prince. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. That one good for 2.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Now, here's Junior, guarded by Prince. Rebound by Best. The Nets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA and basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Gioza passes to Prince. To the left wing. Lets it go. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here we go. Fast break. Junior's got it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Free throw good, Junior. So 1 for 2 that time at the strike.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
Here's Gioza. Here's Best. Off on the layup. Want to talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. How about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately, nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
Great position inside. Once Coley Stein is that close to the basket, the defense is going to have to come over and do something about it, usually a foul.
Here's Vincent. Now, Junior. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Junior. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Here's Gioza. Pass to Prince. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Taurean Prince had his eyes on the rim the whole way there. Love how aggressive he was there on that drive.
Here's layup, and Junior throws it down.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Cauley Stein, a lot of his shots are predictable shots within the offense, so he stays confident with those opportunities.
Miami's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Now, here's Junior, and Prince comes to help. Bounds is the next game possession.
So that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
The Nets have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Pass to Best. A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree by all accounts he has succeeded with flying colors. Wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
Here's Chiosa. Misses off the right iron.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Down low, here's McLeod. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. The Nets have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Chiosa passes to Prince. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Taurean Prince has such a great motor and the physical nature of his play. You got to appreciate that aggressiveness.
Taurean Prince at the line for 2.
He's off on the first. You hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Will, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
This is a Chiosa. The pass to Carpenter. Cauley Stein with it. He's guarded by Davis. Pocket 4. The shot by Cauley Stein. No good. Miami's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Now, here's Junior. Guarded by Prince. They get it back. McLeod. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And here's Prince outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Dotson. Pass to Vincent. Junior with it. And good! There's another. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
maybe the length coming into play this time for Cauley Stein as he's up and over the top of everyone.
Here's Vincent. Pass to Lamb. And stolen by Cauley Stein. In transition, here come the Nets.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Here's Lamb. Rebounded by the Nets. Cauley Stein's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
2 minutes.
And here's Junior. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball. We know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 frontcourt position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations in time?
I tell you what, I think you can make a strong case for that. You go back to last season, and he felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot. I'm thinking, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
Interesting with Taurean Prince kind of coming along at the right time as the league is searching out physical, tough wing defenders that have the capability of shooting the 3 ball, the prototypical 3-and-3 man.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Damian Dotson.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Heat.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Junior.
He was in the zone. He's just a man on a mission, and that helped him notch that triple-double. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding and rising up off the ground.
36 seconds left to play here in the 4th.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
And he comes up with the deuce.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Cloud pass to Lamb. Cauley Stein grabs the ball. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Olson, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
Hard to hear you when my mind's on 20 mil. it's that time of the week.
It's an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV. First up, there's another 2K League draft in the books.
That's right, and for these draftees, their lives have changed overnight. It is now their job to play NBA 2K.
And what an amazing job it is. If you can get it, it's definitely very hard. So here's a look at the new faces and...
What a wonderful view of the lights of Miami here on a gorgeous night in South Florida. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Smart, the guard. Harrell is out there with Brown. For the Heat, they've got Junior. Aldridge out there with Adebayo. Then there's Burke, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I play under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready. And that's all starting with the hustle by Harrell, coming up with that steal. He gives you his all every night.
Now, here's Junior. He's guarded closer, and they pick up 2. And the Celtics with possession here. Here's Walker. He had 19 points in the win against Detroit. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And the pick and roll so effective when the ball's in Walker's hands that you can count on him to make the right read almost every time.
Adebayo kicks to Butler. Good ball movement here by Miami. To the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, good job to take it right at
the Heat shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And both free throws good for Junior. First quarter, just over a minute played. Rivas, he is guarded by Adebayo. Back to Smart. 5 on the clock. Outside, Walker. They grab their own miss. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Aldridge has all the tools to protect the rim. He's only averaged 1 block a game for his career, but he got it done on that play.
Junior, the pass to Aldridge. Rebound by the Celtics. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
Passes to Harrell. Fires the 3. That shot off. And Miami the other way now. They're coming off that one against the Nets.
Proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you could see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Pass to Brown. Over Butler. That one a little long.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Here's Burke, and slam dunk by Burke.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
Celtics trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's layup, and he could not get them one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. 4-point game. And Walker kicks to Brown. And And a miss there on the triple. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And as much as he commands attention on the court, Jimmy Butler content to skip the spotlight when he's off.
You know, GA, nothing has come easy in his career for Jimmy Butler. All he does is puts his head down and works and works and works. And because of that work ethic, he has become an all-star. Love watching his progression.
And of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the three. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
The pass to Butler. And the officials call a traveling violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Williams. Back to Walker. Shoots over Burke. And it's Junior with the rebound. The Heat leading by 3. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to speak with Brad Stevens for just a minute. He mentioned Jimmy Butler's strong personality. Coach said Butler's going to tell you how he feels whether you like it or not. That commands respect. His teammates rally around him. So it will take a great effort tonight to overcome that type of unity. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And stolen by Aldridge. Burke with it. Passes into Adebayo. Down low. And it's Junior missing. Celtics trail by 5. Smart dishes to Walker. Kicks to Williams. Smart on the wing. Covered by Lamb. Smart passes to Williams. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
A lost art in this game. Terrific bounce pass.
For Miami, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Cloak loose. Stolen by Smart. The kick out to Williams. The Celtics working the ball around now. Inside. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Williams has got 5 now.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now, Junior. This game an incredible scoring display for him. Feeds it to Aldridge. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Aldridge has got his 3rd bucket of the night. And the Celtics with possession here. Now here's Walker. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And Brown is just a physical beast, especially inside where he gets whatever he wants.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago.
And a new group in for the Heat. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Leonard comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Heroes checked in for Butler. And it's Seth Curry in for Burke. The feed to Junior. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. He's got 8.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Cook kicks to Burks. Outside Williams. Here is Cook, guarded by Curry. And it's Cook missing. He'd have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Shots good by Hero. Now it's a 4-point Heat lead.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Curry against Lee. Rebound by the Heat. And here's Junior. got 8. Outside Curry. And there's the pass to Lamb. Kicks it out to Leonard. A baseline J. And there's another one for the Heat.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see him.
Bird dishes to Junior. To the middle. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist by Junior. Junior's got 5 assists in the game. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Celtics. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown out there with Montrezl Harrell. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Plenty of space. And he nails the jumper.
And love how assured Brown looks taking these shots. His mid-range game is on point. He's squaring up like that.
This is it to Burke. Here's Aldridge. He's defended by Harrell. Aldridge, the pass to Butler. At the elbow, it's Junior. It's blocked. Here's Walker. He kicks to Smart. Back to Walker. Fires the 3. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 4 assists now tonight.
And this is where Walker thrives, an assertive long-distance shooter.
Now, here's Junior. He's covered by Brown. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. They trail by 3. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
Credit the D for being right on Brown. Ultimately, though, he's just too crafty and too confident down.
The 3. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Miami's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Butler on the way. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons. Right. But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fun.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Inside, Butler with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Junior's got it. Shoots over Brown. Miami no good on that time either. Celtics trail by 3. Poked away. Butler with the steal. By himself. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Quick reminder there, Butler has the capacity to take over the game at both ends.
For Boston, they've gone 7 of 9, and their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. And Walker kicks to Brown. And it's Junior with the rebound. Junior's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Junior throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little bit.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Pass to Harrell. Nice ball movement by Boston. Walker with it. He's got 7, clock at 4. And the call is going to be, yes, it is an illegal screen.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Now, Junior. Adebayo, high post. shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Davis, he's guarded by Adebayo. Kicks it to Hill. Right side to Walker. And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Miami on defense. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Back to Smart. Pocket 6. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Smart's got 8 points.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
To the inside. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior in his last outing against the Nets was outstanding. He scored 63 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. Very solid stat line for him and what was a terrific outing. You know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Heat leading by 8.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern. Only getting tougher as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with Bobo Biggs, that's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
I admire the energy that Brown plays with so great at getting to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
The first free throw is good.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Curry's checked in for Burke. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Burks comes in for Montrezl Harrell. Junior dishes to Curry. And he makes good on the way. Curry's got his first points of the game.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Smart passes to Williams. And Adebayo sends it back.
The reach of Bam Adebayo is off the charts, using it well with that block.
They get the rebound, goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Adebayo's got the lead up to 10 now for Miami.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the main.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Catching up on the changes with Miami. Myers Leonard comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Hero subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Lee's got 10 points.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Curry kicks to Junior. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing in that first quarter when he was in attack mode, drawing fouls and getting to the line.
The Celtics making a switch here. Cook's checked in. Celtics trail by 9. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Adebayo. Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Junior the pass to Leonard. Here's Hero. Lays it up off the glass. Hero's got 7 points for the quarter.
a focused individual. Hero's not going to let a little contact affect his shot.
Here's Cook. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's layup, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call, foul on Boston. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And he has been really good here at the free throw line in the first half.
A minute 20 left here in the second. Cook kicks to Williams. Burks looking around. On the shot clock. Here's Cook. It's hauled in by the Heat. Junior's got his 6th rebound on the night. Brooks pulls it in.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. The pass to Lamb. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Junior's got 15.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Burks. It's hauled in by the Heat. Junior's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the middle. Lee with the steal. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami Leaves get down to 9 in the bucket from Burks.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Curry buries the 20-footer. Curry's got 4 points this quarter. And so it's Miami. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. 11-point game. Jimmy Butler is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Junior. And it's Bird in at the point. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. And that one's good, Junior. Junior's got the lead up to 13 now for Miami.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
The Celtics working the ball around now. It's Brown on the wing. Defended by Butler. Brown, good.
And that's where Brown is at his best. A muscular beast who loves finishing strong through the contact.
Now, here's Junior. Guarded by Smart. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Smart. And here is Harold. Outside, Smart. And it's Junior with the rebound. Junior's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Kemba Walker picks one up. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Lavis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create big plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Count the basket. Bird's got 6.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Now here's Walker. He's got 7.
Right name or right ABC?
Brown kicks to Walker. The shot misses. Great D that time from Adebayo. The Heat leading by 14. Butler on the way. He's covered by Brown. Here's layup. That one misses. And it's Boston the other way.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Brown against Aldridge. Brown the pass to Smart. Parries the long-range jumper. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, that's a great shot. 3rd 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And here's Junior. 18 points for him. Down low. It's tipped. Puts it up for Adebayo. An emphatic LU jam.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Walker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For Boston, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And that one falls from Walker.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Rashad Holmes. Changes here for the Heat. Leonard, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Junior comes in for Butler. And it's Tyler Hero in for Vincent. Celtics trail by 17. Here's Serve. Boston shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first. He's Steve Kerr talked about how Michael Jordan scared his teammates into becoming better players. Would that kind of approach, you think, work today with players entering the league?
You know, I think you have to be careful, yes. But I think on a general, if you're looking at just a blank sheet of paper on how to get guys motivated, I think it takes its leaders, which it starts with ownership, management, coach, and best players. If they work hard and they see the blueprint that way, they usually follow.
Junior the pass to Holmes. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Holmes got 8 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Hero. Here's layup. Count that one. And that's 20 points for Junior.
Some shooters get tunnel vision, but Tyler, keeping his eyes up and his options open, delivers a great pass.
Pass to Williams. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range, doesn't go for him. Now the Heat take it the other way. Curry looking around. Inside, here's layup, and Junior throws it down.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Celtics trail by 21. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Miami's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And Junior throws it down.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's Hero. And it's Miami with another.
Set him up, he'll knock him down. Tyler was drafted largely for that dead-eye jumper.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Here, Aldridge is checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Burks is checked in. Here is Cook. 7 points in the game. Floats one, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. That's good from Cook. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. And so Cook nails both of them. The Heat leading by 23. 1:37 left in the third. Junior, the pass to Owen. That's him. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here is Cook. He's got 9. The tray. And it's Junior with the rebound. Junior's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
He's checked in for Curry. Miami's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Out left to the wing. Adebayo kicks to Junior. Here's Burke. Hits the 3-point bomb. Burke's got 5 points in the quarter.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Here is Cook. Burke covering, and it's Cook missing.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. And it's Cook with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lets it go from deep. A new 14 for Boston. Just 5 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That's good from Cook.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Junior the pass to Adebayo. Aldridge dishes to Burke. Now here's Junior. Misses from close range. And so it's Miami rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Dunleavy. He's out there with Harrell, and it's Woolridge in at the 1 spot. The Celtics shooting in this game 45%. Ogner with it. We know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
At the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, smartphone, or computer. And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game. Here's serve. No good there. And it's Miami the other way. Junior dishes to Davis. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute play. And that one's good, Junior.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now Harrell. Back to Woolridge. 5 to shoot. Dunleavy the pass to Harrell. Over Burke. Boston again missing. Miami's gone 6 of 10 from 3-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Good. 29 points for Junior.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And there's Harrell. That's good on the assist by Woolridge.
And this is Harrell's game, a skilled interior player who plays with tenacity.
Now, here's Junior to the inside.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a fill-it-out process.
Write down numbers. You don't have to write down numbers. Write down numbers.
Now it's winning time.
Kicks to Dunlap. And here's Wagner. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside, Woolridge. Off target from outside.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And Junior throws it down.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And Woolridge kicks to Harrell. Out to the right wing. Serve. He's guarded by Lamb. Counted good.
That was just a perfect possession. Getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
To the middle, Davis. And the rejection by Harrell. Now, here's Wagner. Tight defense on him. Now Dunleavy. The pass to Woolridge. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Junior, the pass to McCloud. Trying to get open as Davis, and he gets it to go.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
On the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today. And they didn't want to take that challenge. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
Here's Wagner. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Burke. To the paint. Here's Lamb, and it's Davis at the elbow. Down low. It's tipped and stolen by Wagner. Woolridge with it. Now here's Harrell. To the inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Junior, the pass to McCloud.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Well, players now, Steve, seem to have a lot more power to demand a trade. Talk about what that does for the future of small market teams.
You know, Kevin, I think, let's be honest, it makes it tougher for the small market teams. The one solution, I think, is if you have a team that is very close-knit, if you get the right superstar and he's happy, if you have a chance to maybe win a championship, that keeps those stars in place.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Dodson's checked in for Vincent, and it's Seth Curry in for Burke. Drills the three-pointer. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Lamb. And Junior throws it down.
He's really cooking right now. He's having a phenomenal half.
And here's Wagner. Passes it to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Dunleavy dishes to Burks. Here's Woolridge. Shoots over Curry. Woolridge's shot is off. For Miami, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. And it's Davis missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Dunley. Excellent D there from Miami. Miami's on 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Plays it up and banks it in. Junior's got 37.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Woolridge up top, guarded by Kerr. Pass to Dunleavy. Now Woolridge. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Junior kicks to Dotson. There's the pass to McCloud. Good ball movement here by Miami. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Right, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. The Heat have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Now, here's Junior, defended in the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they'd love to run. Here's layup. Here's Davis. And another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Passes it to Wagner. Burks on the wing. There's the three. Dotson with the rebound.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And that one's good, Junior.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that, switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. And Williams drops them both. And it's the Heat with the ball. Now Kerr. Pass to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Burks the pass to Woolridge. Three-pointer on the way. Rebound by the Heat. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The pass to McCloud over Williams. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those two elements all the time.
Woolridge against Curry. And Woolridge kicks to Dunleavy. Pass to Williams. Outside, Woolridge. No good on the three. Miami's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight, tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Junior.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
To the middle, here's Curry. Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Here's Woolridge. To the inside. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
Junior the pass to McClellan. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Burks on the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the first one at the line is good. And Burks hits 2 free throws. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Vincent. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
The 2021 NBA 2K League draft pool consisted of 265 players, and only 63 heard their names called on draft day.
It was exciting from the start. Even before the first pick was made, 2 major trades took place.
I was getting ready for the #1 pick, but we got trade alerts already coming in. Rumors have been flying these last couple days.
Everyone talks about the Heat culture. It is special. David, thank you. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there at Bledsoe. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Heat, they've got Junior. Jimmy Butler is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Burke, and it's Adebayo in at the 5 down low. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set, or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the offseason right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the offseason on that challenge.
Season never really ends. Now here's Middleton. He picked up 15 points in their last win against New York.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Here's Lamb, and Junior throws it down.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Here's Giannis. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength, plus excellent agility. You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Now, here's Adebayo. Following the miss by Giannis. And Junior throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Bledsoe looking it over. Here's Giannis. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Miami with the foul.
And you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Now, here's Junior. Last time, 45 points for him.
And he just punishes the need for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that. Not very good.
And so it's Milwaukee now. After the Heat pick up 2. Lopez passes to Bledsoe. Burke grabs the miss. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Here's Bledsoe. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Bledsoe outside. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Offensive rebound. Lopez. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
The Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo, following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And that's now 6 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Good Good D by Lopez.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Onto the Kumbo. No good.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Good on the three-point shot. Butler's got his second basket of the night.
And Butler knows he's got the green light to shoot whenever he wants to, especially when it's a catch-and-shoot situation.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's all in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The corner, Butler. The rebound by the Bucks. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff season.
Good work there as it goes. Lopez has got his second basket.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Giannis inside. Guarded by Holmes. Good work defensively by Holmes. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Butler. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And so, Antetokounmpo looking over it. Lopez outside. DiVincenzo with it. Out defended by Adebayo. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Here's DiVincenzo. Following the score by Miami. Clock at 6. Bledsoe outside. Shoots over Curry. And the Bucks miss again.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Adebayo, high post. Giannis is there. And it's Junior missing. And the foul called on Junior. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Miami. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Derek Favors checked in for Lopez. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Antetokounmpo. Todd's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Ennis in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here's Kid Gilchrist. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. No good from outside. Now here's Junior. Guarded by Bledsoe. Leonard dishes to Junior. Pass to Hero. The shot from 20 feet away. That shot off. And Milwaukee the other way now. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Shoots from the corner. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. 3-point lead. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Michael Kid Gilchrist. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked.
Here's Bledsoe. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Giannis passes to Lopez. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, I love how fast Antetokounmpo gets to the basket. One of the most mobile guys in the game.
Miami leading by 15. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Bledsoe is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Celtics, put on a show. He scored 45 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
He was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Bledsoe finds Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
Burke looking over the floor. Pass to Lamb. And here is Holmes. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Burke, the pass to Lamb. 2 points. That one goes. Junior's got 10 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
The drive by Giannis. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Junior dishes to Aldridge. Takes it off the glass. Aldridge has got his first bucket in this one.
You know, with all his post moves, Aldridge...
was gonna go put the bowl outside the bathroom boy.
Usually is able to trick the defense, but even when he doesn't, he'll still manage to finish through contact.
Now here's Lopez. His last outing, he had 8 points. Back to Bledsoe. High arcing shot. It's good.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Junior kicks to Aldridge. Holmes trying to free himself up. Aldridge misses.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy.
That's good. The Heat lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket for Middleton.
Well, when you got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
Timeout called, the Heat. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you've got to be hydrated.
leading by 10. Burke, the pass to Lamb. Down low, here's Holmes. Straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV. We saw it then.
He's a good mind, a man who knows what he's talking about.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
And Bledsoe most of the time has the ball in his hands and wants to drive it, but that time showing you he's ready to catch and shoot too.
Here's Burke. To the paint. Stolen by Middleton. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
To the inside. Junior kicks to Burke. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Depa goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now, here's Burke. He's tightly guarded. And here's Junior. 10 points for him. Passes to Holmes. Lopez with the steal. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way.
And you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, his build and skill set are both platinum level. And he knows how to kick his game up a gear, too.
And Junior gets it to go on the assist by Butler. 12 points for Junior.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you gotta love that action.
Now Lopez inside. Antetokounmpo. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Giannis has got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Now here's Burke. Guarded by Bledsoe to the middle. Stolen by Middleton. DiVincenzo with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Knicks in New York.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And the Heat call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Different look for Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Aldridge. Tyler Hero comes in for Butler, and Curry subbed in for Burke. Miami's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now, here's Junior. He's guarded closely. Adebayo with the bucket.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Rashawn Holmes. He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Well, you know, whenever he got to the line, he just couldn't find the target. But nights like that do happen, even to the best of them. And you know, with his free throw percentage being where it was last season, it changed the way teams defended him. I mean, there were no easy baskets. He was going to get fouled anytime he got near the rim. They were going to make him earn his points at the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Lopez. Todd comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Ennis in for Eric Bledsoe.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now the pass to Kidd-Gilchrist. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Curry kicks to Junior. To the paint, Kidd-Gilchrist with the steal. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. In time, slams it in.
Yeah, Kidd-Gilchrist is a strong defender with quick hands, and he uses those instincts and strength to take your lunch.
Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself. And that concludes the first half. Pete. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the... And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo in this game, has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Aldridge out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Junior. And it's Burke in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. The Heat have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And the dunk by Giannis.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Now, here's Junior. defended by DiVincenzo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Bucks trail by 7. Middleton the pass to Bledsoe. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists now in this one.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Feeds it to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
The knee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Both good from the line that time.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Giannis is double. Middleton outside. Lopez right side. And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
To me, this is the next step for Giannis, wanting to improve that jump shot, especially off the catch.
And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
It's a major challenge trying to contain Bledsoe. I mean, when he's being aggressive, he puts the defense in a tough spot.
It's his first trip to the line.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
First one falls.
You know, one of the things I'd like to see Bledsoe improve on is his passing. Other than that, I think his overall game is pretty solid.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now, here's Junior, defended by DiVincenzo. Junior, the pass to Aldridge. Yep, it counts. Aldridge has got his second basket of the night.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Pass to DiVincenzo. There's the lob, and Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Lamb. No good that time. Great D that time from Middleton.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Shots good by Bledsoe.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
The Heat with the lead. Now here's Burke. Here's Lamb. And Junior throws it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that. About the flash by Antetokounmpo. I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Bucks have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. The game now all time. Bledsoe's got 8 here in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
To the inside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Heat have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. He misses the free throw.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
The Heat making a switch here. Vincent's checked in. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now, here's Junior. Defense right on him.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Good on the shot. Middleton's got 7 points in the game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Lamb. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
Todd's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Holmes against Antetokounmpo. And he converts the layup. Giannis has got 15 points in just the second half.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
I'd suggest that he stay with those basics, because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Vincent's shot is good.
I don't think you're going to get a better look than that, and it's Butler who makes it possible with an excellent feed.
Bledsoe for 3. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Here's Junior. He's got 31. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And he knocks down the first one. And Miami making a change here. Heroes checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Derek Favors checked in for Lopez.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Bledsoe outside. Bucks passing it around. They double team Bledsoe. Just 5 on the clock. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Junior the pass to Holmes. Here's Adebayo. Passes it to Hero. And it's in there.
Pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Todd passes to Giannis. Goes up on the high post. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And here is Curry. The pass to Lamb. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 34 points for Junior.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Thomas finds Favors. It's Kid Gilchrist on the way. And the shot is good.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Miami leading by 3. Pass to Junior. And the pass to Leonard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Leonard's got 6.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Bucks trail by 5. Thomas passes to Kid Gilchrist. For 3. Milwaukee keeping it alive. The new 14. Pass to Thomas. Here's Favors. And the rejection by Leonard.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Down low, here's Kid Gilchrist.
Something that Kid Gilchrist does extremely well. Takes full advantage of any chance to throw it down.
Hero passes to Lamb. Over to the left wing. Curry dishes to Junior. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Favors. Kid Gilchrist looking around. Inside, tie. Pass to Ennis for the tie. It's hauled in by the Heat. Holmes got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside for Curry. 1:24 left in the 3rd quarter. Favors with the rebound. And it's Ennis with the ball for Milwaukee. They trail by 3. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Curry against Thomas. Down low. And Junior throws it down.
Precision passer Curry also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Bucks trail by 5. 52 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Rashawn Holmes. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Favors.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Rashad Holmes. Aldridge comes in for Leonard. And it's Burke in for Seth Curry. And so Favors nails both of them. The Heat leading by 3. And there's the pass to Lamb. There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Hero. He's got 8. And he banks in the layup. Hero's got 10.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Into the Kumbo inside. Burke covering.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Junior the pass to Adebayo. Aldridge with it. Now Junior. It could go. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Antetokounmpo is out there with Favors. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Tom. And it's Ennis in at the shooting guard. Junior with it. To the inside. It's Antetokounmpo. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo, leading the break, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Junior the pass to Adebayo, and that one drops. The Heat lead by 3.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Burke covering. Antetokounmpo. No good from 11 feet. Miami leading by 3. Here's Lamb. It's deflected. Pass break, Milwaukee. Here's Yacht. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now, here's Junior. T right on him. Aldridge. Good.
Aldridge is too strong to let a little bit of contact bother him. I actually think he likes those tough shots.
Here's Todd. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, he's got to play without foul.
Butler, he's checked in for Hero. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez comes in for Derek Favors. And Middleton subbed in for James Ennis. One falls, so he hits both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside Butler. Back to Burke. Good ball movement here by Miami. Pass to Butler. Clock at 6 for Middleton. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle. And Giannis throws it down. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now, here's Junior. Not a lot of room. Aldridge can't get it to go. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 1-point game. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff.
Yeah, some pride bubbling up right there. He wasn't about to be outshone.
Now here's Giannis. Kicks it to Middleton. It's up a 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game. Lamb. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 3 assists tonight.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And the top by Giannis.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Junior kicks to Aldridge. Outside Butler. To the paint. And it's blocked. And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
And here's Junior. He feeds it to Aldridge. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Aldridge has got 4 points now in the quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. Floats one up, and it's good on the layup. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 3 now for Milwaukee.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Finished off the break. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Well, you've got to recognize how active Middleton is on defense. I mean, this is a guy that you can't afford to be careless around.
Down low, here's Lamb, and Junior throws it down.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Antetokounmpo, yet another bucket that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Aldridge kicks to Adebayo, and it's good for 2.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Lopez against Adebayo, and Lopez gets it to go.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be the game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Now here's Burke, defended by DiVincenzo. A 17-footer. That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 3 in the bucket from Burke.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. A moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hey guys, no doubt who our pick is going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And the Bucks making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. Really, he's fired up about this game.
Burke, the pass to Lamb. And Junior throws it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Here's Bledsoe. No good on that one. And Miami the other way now. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Butler.
Easy to see why Butler gets so much respect for his competitiveness. I mean, he thrives at finishing through contact.
Middleton outside. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. And Middleton, the basket on the assist from Lopez. Lopez has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Junior. To the inside. And Aldridge slams it in.
Well, he's so good around the basket, but he doesn't really need to throw it down. But sometimes Aldridge just has to take advantage of it.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Some solid defense here from Lamb. Miami's on 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well.
Aldridge keeps his head up and his options open. He's a team-oriented guy with a good basketball IQ. Excellent pass.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Tyler Hero, he's checked in for the Heat. Down his left side. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
That one misses. And Miami shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. And the shot goes in. And the Heat lead by 2.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now Burke. It's to Hero. Now, here's Junior. And Junior throws it down.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Lopez finds Giannis. Uses the glass to finish the line. Antetokounmpo's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
And the Heat call time here.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Now here's Burke. Defense is right there. Bam. And got it. Another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look.
Matilda, be quiet.
Easy. And the Bucks, their shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%.
Straight for him. Come on.
Aldridge against Antetokounmpo. Loads it up for Giannis.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
Now here's Burke. Guarded by Bledsoe. And Junior throws it down.
Ooh, a full reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Giannis against Aldridge. And good. There's another.
Take that 61-point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. The Bucks making a change here. Ennis is checked in. And that one falls. That puts him up by 1 point.
Great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Miami's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Puts it up for Adebayo. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Inside, or kicks to Junior. Passes it to Aldridge. Lets the 3 fly. Milwaukee with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Giannis against Aldridge. Here's Todd. Money!
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
40 seconds left in the game. They need this. Yes!
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're up by 3. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Separating the shot clock and game. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Here's layup. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're up by 1. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, he got a foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're behind by 3. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What's your take, guys?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick two and a foul.
Either way, they got to score.
16 seconds left in the fourth. Now here's Burke. Guarded closer. Jacks up a three. He's off from three. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
You know, with the length he has, it is very hard to get a clean look at the rim over Lopez. He's an excellent rim protector.
So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one.